My wife washing dishes at the moment.
Ah, it's all right. I understand.
What's up, everybody? This is Get to Know. How are you guys today? I hope everybody is doing good. I hope everybody has had a great weekend. Time to go back to work tomorrow and get on with the next week of this month. And pretty soon, before we know it, it will be New Year's and we'll be celebrating 2024. So, um, you guys might not recognize her face, but you guys might recognize her name. I got Jessica Green Brown on panel again today. Um, I just kind of wanted to touch base with her because her story is intriguing. What she's been through. Hi, Sally. Welcome to Get to Know. Um, Appreciate you being here. I kind of want to get to know who Jessica really is. Like a little bit about yourself personally. I mean, I know we went over the abuse, but you're involved in so many. You're involved in so many different programs, so many different things. Like, how do you manage? How do you manage all your time? What's up, Sister Darlene? How do you manage all your time and keep
A
yourself
piece at a
so
time.
busy and not drive yourself crazy?
It's a piece at a time. I just have a wide array of interests, and um, I just do what I feel like doing. Basically, I make my own schedule, and I have a 24-hour rolling clock. So,
Right on, right on. Welcome to the show, James Chapman. Really appreciate you being here. Um, what's the most current project you're working on to raise awareness and whatnot?
you cut out.
What's the most current program or what's the most current thing that you're doing right now?
I've been studying Spanish. I've been making handmade cards. I have been taking notes on nonprofit organization information. I've been studying French as well. I have a whole slew
Spanish
of
and
books I'm
French, huh?
working on. I have a whole slew of books I'm working on. I'm also studying for the LSATs, going to the gym, just starting the gym, of course, but just a wide array of different activities.
Right
And
on.
then, of course, my
So
volunteer work as well, but it hasn't been within the last week. So,
yeah, let's talk about your volunteer work. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me if if it's like recent, if you're currently doing any kind of volunteer work, but let's talk about the types of things that somebody with our kind of experience, being sexually abused. Um, let's talk about some of those things. Let's talk about some of those things.
okay.
Like out of all the volunteer work you've done, what's the most what one did you get or do you currently get the most that feeling of you're doing something important and your message is important. What what one is that?
Whenever I volunteered for the SCSA, I had a lot of motivation to do that. That's the Survivors of Childhood Sex Abuse organization. That was also the one I was volunteer of the year for in 2021. Um, but
That must have been a busy year for you then.
yes, it was a busy year that year. Um, I had to quit because I had some other obligations and things of that nature, and so I separated from that organization. So
All right.
I now actually volunteer for Foster Kids United, and I believe you,
Foster Kids
but
United, huh?
I'm new to both of them, and they're both new organizations as well, grassroots, and I'm learning the nonprofit organization information in order to educate myself about um, basically how to help build a nonprofit
I've been looking into that too. So maybe we can
and see how best I can assist.
right. I've been looking into becoming a nonprofit organization as well, and maybe we could team up and learn it all together. You know what I mean?
hmm Actually, Nonprofit Ready has a whole course series, and it's free.
Nonprofit ready, is that what you said?
hmm
Yeah,
I
Darlene.
discovered it on a YouTube or not YouTube, general internet search.
Yeah, Darlene sent me that information. I've been looking at it myself, so it's
Yeah,
kind of
I've been
cool.
taking courses on there.
Heck yeah, there you go. Got to keep on learning, Can't quit learning.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will tell you.
a work in progress.
Hey, if we become so perfect that we no longer look at ourselves as a work in progress, then just call yourself Jesus Christ, and you probably should just, probably should just go home, I guess. I mean, if you're not a work in progress, then I guess you mastered everything, and if you mastered everything,
Mhm.
that means you mastered life. So, I mean, always got to be a work in progress,
Definitely so.
definitely. So, you told me as well. Let's talk about. You said you just started in a new organization for foster kids. Let's talk about that, because I've done a few shows on how bad foster care is and can be,
Hmm.
and this the foster system needs more people like you in it. So I'm curious. Let's talk about, what's the name of that organization that you volunteer for now?
It's Foster Kids United.
Foster Kids United.
Hmm.
Okay, and how long have they been around? How long have they been around?
It's a newer organization. I can't remember exactly when they started. It was within the last year.
So they're real new.
Do what?
So they're real new. So they're real new.
Hmm. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna post that up in there. Um. So what as a volunteer for that organization? What have you volunteered for? What's your, just spreading awareness, or like, you know?
Well, right now I'm just researching resources for the state of West Virginia.
Right on. Right on.
Yeah,
Um.
and trying to find out what resources are available for children that are aging out of the system that
That's
become adults.
Yeah. That's a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't see that in the foster care, and they don't realize it's like sometimes, like in my state of Idaho, like when a convict gets released off out of prison, they literally
Hmm.
give them $20 and whatever they had the day they were arrested and put in prison with, and they send them on their way. Unfortunately, there's really no programs out there to help a foster kid who is aging out of the system transition into being an adult and on their own. So,
And
I'll,
it is a major, and I mean major adjustment going from state's custody to, oh, you just turned 18.
right,
You're on your own. Congratulations.
like, I mean, if that isn't a ticket to set them up for failure, I don't know what is.
Well, I was very blessed because I had somebody take me under their wing and show me at least how to get student loans, how to get an apartment, stuff like that. If I had not had that, like my ex husband even taught me how to drive.
Oh
I got
wow,
my first computer at 18.
yeah,
That was my present for graduating or graduating high school, and I got the choice between a printer and a computer. Because printers are really cheap, computers are not. And I said, "Give me a computer so I can go
heck
to school."
yeah. I mean, any logical
And I
person would
used it
make that
until it
choice.
died.
So, you've been in and out of the foster care system
I was.
you've been in and out of the foster care system since the age of 13, I think you said.
Actually, no. I was first put in foster care at age 11,
11.
but I was in kinship care before that.
And what's kinship care?
Kinship care is not state's custody; it's relatives taking care of you.
Okay. Okay, I see. Um, how many different foster care homes have you been in and out of?
I had 5 different foster homes, a lockdown facility, and a group home.
Wow, that's a lot of shit for somebody to go through who's gone through a bunch of shit to get to where they're at, right?
Yeah, I was sent to lockdown.
That's
I was 13. I was sent to lockdown.
holy crap. How long were you there?
Probably anywhere from 7 to 9 months, something like that. Yeah.
Wow. And that's like 23 hours a day lockdown. You get an hour out or half an hour out to shower and
No, it was cottages. It was just a locked facility. It had bolts on the door. It was bolted shut where but it was actually cottages that were at the treatment facility that they sent me to. So they had outside activities and things of that nature, but it was placed in the middle of a public park, but it was out in a remote location. So it was hard to run from. I tried.
right. Right. I was going to ask you about that. Were you ever successful at getting away?
No, I tried the first day I got there. They had chased me down and restrained me.
No, maybe you should have waited till the second day to try. But so you've been in and out of 5 foster care homes. How many different foster brothers and sisters did you have?
Not many, because most of the foster homes that I went to didn't have any other kids at the time. My second foster home had kids, and my last foster home had kids. The other ones had nobody but me.
All right. And why were you in and out of so many different foster care homes? Why didn't you just? I mean,
well, different reasons. My first foster home, she thought I was going to run away, and I mentioned that before. And it ended up a full restraint because she pulled me in her house. I didn't like to be grabbed, and it really irked me, and it ended up a full restraint. So I was removed subsequently the next day and put in my second foster home. And then my second foster home ended because CPS sent me home to my biological mom. And then my third foster home, my foster parents passed out drunk on a camping trip, and I reported it to the foster care agency because during the time they were drunk and passed out, their buddy on that camping trip took me across the lake that was at the campground and exposed himself to me. And whenever I told them about it, they told me not to tell anybody.
oh wow.
So I was subsequently removed from that home shortly thereafter. And actually, they were never investigated because they dropped the agency and jumped to another agency. But
so unfortunately they're probably still foster care parents.
Anyway, my first home was temporary anyway. It was a temporary respite home. And my fifth foster home, I refused to stay in their house. I was tired of being in foster care, and so they put me in lockdown after I jumped out of a social worker's moving vehicle.
For some reason we keep freezing up.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, I live in a shitty basement apartment. You know,
sometimes connection's a hard thing to get whenever you have a technology.
Yeah, I hate technology. I really do.
I don't know anybody that really likes technology.
Elon Musk, maybe. Hey, Elon, if you hear this, you know you can come sponsor the channel if you want. Let's all give a shout out. Let's all give a shout out to Elon Musk. Maybe he'll see this and he'll come and adopt all of us, and he'll help us on our journey of creating awareness. You know, because yeah. So you said you've been married. You've been married and divorced. I mean, just once.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Just once. Are you married now?
No, I divorced 10 years ago.
And
I never remarried.
Okay. And do you have any kids?
Nope, never had kids.
No kids. No kids in the future, then, huh?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, you could be a perfect spokesmodel for a lot of people that see this channel and they're like, well, I don't have kids, so why do I care? I mean, you know what I mean? So, look, there's this lady right here, Jessica Brown, that don't have kids, but yet she cares enough about kids that she's trying to help the cause, man. So, be more like Jessica Brown, you guys. You know what I mean? All
I
right,
actually,
here we go.
I actually wrote an article about my stance on children. It was published in 2021. That's when I wrote it.
Yeah, do you have a copy of it?
I can pull it up.
Yeah, let's read that. Let's read that. I'm gonna try something here, so don't freak out.
Okay.
I guess that's not gonna
I
work.
actually read it on Darlene's show.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
It's called Our Children, Our Future.
that's
It's
probably
on the Rise
perfect.
Up Cooperative.
All right. Well, the show is yours, sweetheart. Let's read it. Let's read it.
What are children? All children are our future. Biologically or not is irrelevant. When you impact the life of a child in a positive or negative way, you are creating the hearts, hands, voices, and minds of tomorrow. Do you want to leave a lasting impression on this earth that is positive or negative? Impart a positive impression on a child and leave a positive legacy forever in the minds and hearts of that child. Impart a negative impression on a child and leave a negative legacy forever in the minds and hearts of that child. What impression and legacy do you want to create? Instill good values and morals in your children and watch them thrive and flourish. Cultivate a part of you in love and encouragement. Educate them with your essence and what you know, so that a part of you continues on even after you depart this earth, providing them with a strong foundation to grow on. Teach them not what to think, but how to think for themselves and own it. Teach them to use their voice and make good decisions by giving them choices, allowing them some control over their destiny. Guide them in writing their story. Don't write it for them. Encourage them to dream and then to chase it. Children need guidance, not control, to flourish. You will last in their hearts, minds, and actions forever. What a beautiful legacy it is to live within the heart and mind of a developing child. You never know what beauty can come from that. That is the most important legacy you can leave on this earth.
That's really really well written. That's good. Everything you said in there is extremely important. Like extremely important. You're fine. The camera's off. Extremely important. You're good. You can just go, bud. So, and you said you wrote that it was published in what article?
It was on the Rise Up Cooperative blog.
And you said that you're in the process of writing a couple of books, or you've already written a couple of books, or both.
I'm in the process of writing my life story, my autobiography. I actually start heavily on that in September. I've hired ghostwriters. I've already got 43 pages of it typed, though.
Ghostwriters, huh? That's probably a good way to do it. And is this going to be this autobiography? It's going to be a disclose all, tell all book, right?
Well, I mean, it's more descriptive than what I shared on video and stuff like that, and more concise. But yes, it won't have names in it or anything, though.
Right, right.
You know, it'll have relations and things of that nature, but yeah.
Right. Do you see the comment on the screen there from Darlene?
Oh, yes.
Please
Yes.
do tell us your definition of survivor.
Survival is being on your knees, bawling, and praying to God for safety when there is none. Someone to save you when there is no one. Being desperate to escape hell you know is coming. Walls of secrets and lies that silence and shatter, seeing no light at the end of the tunnel. No hope for misery to end.
Wow. I like it. I like it.
And I actually shared on her show a poem I actually got published on the SCSA website. And it was published whenever I was a teenager, too, in a book. Child of Hell. A Child's Hell. Sorry.
What's that? Didn't quite hear you.
A poem I wrote, A Child's Hell.
Yeah,
It was
well,
published in a book whenever I was probably 15 or 16. Um, but I didn't actually buy the book until I was of age. So it's the 1 or 2002 copyright in it. But and it was republished on the SCSA blog in 2021. It's a poem I wrote called A Child's Hell. And it basically describes what I just said there with survival.
you want to? You got a copy of it, obviously. Yes.
Oh yeah, I can look it up.
Yeah, we should read that too, or you should read it anyway. Oh, what's your kitty's name?
Oh, which one?
The black one behind you?
Oh, that's Romeo.
Romeo. Oh, does Romeo have his own little Juliet?
Hold on, let me go over here. All right. All right. I think it's in this one. I'm having trouble finding it right now online, so their website could be down, or they might have taken it down by now. It's been a couple years, so Child's Hell. Haunting memories that fill the mind while seeing such vile deceit, as if possessed by putrid evil, anger over an inch, muffling screams of pure anguish, never sleeping beyond walls of so many violent secrets. Horror scars the very foundation, a living hell witnessed only by blind eyes of pure stone. No voice could describe such misery.
Short, sweet, to the point.
Mhm. I wrote that when I was a teenager.
Wow, you're very articulate and very good with words.
Well, what I couldn't speak back then, I wrote.
That makes sense. I wish I would have thought about something like that.
It came out with my writing. That's how I expressed myself because I didn't have words, verbal words.
So how did you go from that to where you're at now, being able just being able to speak what's on your mind? I mean, that's got to be
Well,
tough.
college. I learned communication. I took a communications class in college. I learned to, I mean, just by general socialization and stuff like that, even with the 22 girls I lived with in the group home, it improved my ability to communicate.
Yeah, communication is definitely
Practice.
communication and practice. Yeah, practicing communication probably is a lot more people in this world should probably practice those two things. Practice practicing and practice communication. You guys, it's really
Well,
important.
no matter what you practice, you get better at it. If you
Yeah, for
practice a
sure.
bad thing, you get better at being bad at it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'd rather practice and be bad at something than not practice and not know if I could have done it at all.
Well, I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained, but
Right,
you
right.
can practice anything and get better at it.
Yep.
Nobody starts out being an expert on anything.
No, you're right. I mean, that's
While practice, I don't believe makes perfect, although it can, I guess, if you believe in perfection. I don't, but
I don't believe in perfection either.
but it certainly makes a lot of difference, and you can improve. The biggest room in the world is room for improvement.
Sorry, you cut out. What was that again?
I said the biggest room in the world is room for improvement.
Hey, hey, that's good. That's good stuff right there. That's good stuff right there. What's been your biggest improvement on yourself over the last 10 years?
Um, how I viewed myself.
How you viewed yourself?
Hmm.
Well, maybe maybe you could give me some pointers on how to do that because
Because I had the low esteem, even I had the low self esteem. I had, uh, I mean, nightmares at night. I had PTSD really bad, all the way up through when my brain shut down.
wow.
And my brain shut down in 2009. It rebooted.
Wow. Wow. See, I'm struggling. I struggle with my own self-image and my own just the way I view myself, man. I'm really struggling with how to think positive about myself. So um, maybe you can help me achieve that because I've been working on it. I've been working on that for a long time with my counselor, and nothing seems to work. I got a really low self-esteem. Um, I got PTSD. I'm on bipolar disorder, chronic depression, um, just diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder. Um, so,
I have bipolar disorder and post traumatic stress disorder.
and are you medication free? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but
No, I take two medications.
yeah, I got
On low
eight or
doses of them
I got nine or I got
because
nine or 10 of
I'm
them.
not conscious of medication. Darlene's right. Those are labels. We are who we are. We are not our labels.
I think the biggest thing with Arnie saying that right there, like I think the biggest thing for me that my counselor has ever told me, and this is like when we first started counseling. Sorry, he's got to come on. He's got to come. Self knowing everybody. Oops, wrong button. Here we go. Okay, there he is. There he is. Say hi. Say hi, grandson. This is my grandson. His name's Noya, and he's a pain in the ass. And I love him. I just love this guy. I just love this guy. Yes, I just love this guy. I just love him.
He's cute.
He's an ass. He really is a pain in the ass. I'm just telling. He's my daughter's dog, and boy, let me tell you what. He thinks he belongs to me, and I'm just like, no, I'm not your dad. I'm your grandpa. Now go bug your mom. How about it? How about it? How about
You're
it?
talking about man's best friend.
Yeah, right, right. I just love this guy. I just love him. I just love him. Have you had enough of the camera yet? You want to still? You want to just sit and chill and hang out then? Okay. He's like an 8-pound mole. Just can't get rid of him. Um. Anyway, my the biggest thing my counselor ever told me that really stuck with me. She's like, I am Aaron. What I have don't define me. At the end of the day, I'm still just Aaron. I'm just Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever label anybody wants to give me or anything, but it's
You define who you are.
right.
You own who you are. And actually, I wrote an article about that called Own the Beauty in You Too.
Own the beauty in you too. Is that what you said? That's a book you read?
No, it's an article I wrote for the Rise Up Cooperative.
Mm.
It's called Own the Beauty in You.
You got that one handy? You want to read that one?
I can pull it up.
Yeah. Heck yeah. See, he's just gonna go to sleep. I mean, he really is just he's going all limp. He's just like, okay, Grandpa. Okay, Grandpa. Okay, Grandpa. Oh, just what this boy. I just love him.
All right. It's called Own the Beauty in You. I believe in people and that all lives matter. God loves all of us equally. It's not a competition. No one is better than anyone else. We are all beautiful creations of God, and there are no exceptions to that. None of us fit in the mold of the status quo. We are not meant to. We are each molded separately, individually, or special for reasons only God knows. We all have a purpose and a plan in a much bigger scheme that we don't have the capacity to understand or comprehend. We all have lessons to learn and grow from along the way. It helps us grow inside in our soul. The physical and what you see and feel is superficial and shallow compared to the overall reality of life and its purpose. Every scar in our hearts is a battle we face and struggle through. We are all warriors in our own right in the joys and pains we experience in this life. We relate to each other like with those adverse experiences, and while it does not define who we are, it certainly bonds us in this unique journey we call life. Realize the beauty and value in it within you as an individual. Own that light in you and let it shine. True beauty comes from within. Love it because you are beautiful. Good and bad people don't really exist. We are all good and bad because we are human. You can't know good without the bad and vice versa. You must choose based on the desires of your heart and what you truly want. We all have free will and decisions we make in life, which lead us to our outcome despite outside interference. There are natural consequences, both positive and negative, for everything we do. Every day is a test for a gift of life. I know nothing of religion, but I know that God loves us and wants us to be happy and have joy, not misery. If you love somebody unconditionally, you want good things for them, not bad ones, or it is not love. If love was any other way, it would not be worth having or wanting. God would not have sent Jesus, his only begotten Son, to die for our sins if he didn't love us. Jesus would not have willingly given his life for us if he didn't think we were worth saving. You are not alone in your joys and struggles because we all have them. We are all in this life together like puzzle pieces, and it is no accident. Everything happens for a reason, even if we don't understand. God is here, and he never left. He sees all and knows all that occurs in its entirety. Things can't be hidden from him because he knows what's in our hearts and souls. We are all in this life together with purpose and meaning. We can make the best or worst of it. It's entirely our choice to make, given the free will we have. Why don't we make it wonderful and show God what beauty we can create? How proud do you think he would be? When children succeed, they make their parents proud. And it would be no different for us with our Father in heaven because we are his children. Fearing and avoiding the darkness in this life is not helping anyone. It must be addressed. It's everyone's business. The light needs to shine in the darkest corners to lead others out of the darkness and into the light there is. The light is more powerful than the darkness, but you can't have one without the other because otherwise you wouldn't know the difference. If you want to eliminate darkness, you shine light into it and face that fear. Together we can make this world a better place. And that might be a little controversial for some people because not everybody's religious.
Well, I mean, to each their own, but I mean, I don't believe. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying it's a little controversial because not everybody's religious.
Right. And I mean, I'm not like, I believe in a higher power. I believe that there's something after this, and whatever that is, I want to be a part of it. But I don't believe in bowing down to anybody, really. You know what I mean?
No, I understand.
So,
I believe in to each their own. I believe in empowerment. I believe in self determination, and I believe in self direction.
basically, just be accountable for yourself. Where you're at in life is because you brought yourself there.
And I'm actually spiritual, not religious.
There we go. I like that definition a little bit better myself. So
Yes, I'm spiritual. I don't have a particular religion, although I do respect all religions.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you on that. I don't belong to any denomination. I haven't. I've
To
never.
each their own.
What's that?
To each their own.
Right. I haven't been baptized yet.
Well, I've been
Someday,
baptized like 3 times, but no, four, four. Yeah.
but
But
we'll see. Maybe one day I'll get there. I just
but it's always to each their own
yeah.
because I that's not my place. I wouldn't want that job, quite frankly.
Yeah, I'm good with not having
Being
that job.
judged, or yeah, I wouldn't want that job.
Yeah, I'm good.
You can keep it.
Yeah. I don't want nothing to do. I don't want nothing to do with that. You know.
No, not me either. No. Mm-mm.
I'm good. I'm good with being judged by the big man or the big spirit or however you want to put it. But I'm not down with judging people, man. It's
Exactly.
not my place, man. Like you said, to each their own. To each their own.
Not my place either.
Here you go. There you go.
I
So,
have my own set of beliefs, I guess I should say.
well,
I don't push them on anybody,
that's good. That's good.
but I just have my own set of beliefs.
That's good. That's good.
I think for myself and I evaluate what I'm told and decide if I think I should believe it or not.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, it's about time for me to eat some dinner. So, um,
Okay.
I appreciate you coming and doing this again for me. I know it was really the last minute. People don't get it, but like this was really the last minute. I just felt like I just wanted to connect with you more, get to know who you were better, and I hope that you become a regular member over here in the community, get to know and whatnot. So, um,
Edward, he's asleep at Richmond. He's hiding behind his sister.
oh,
Sorry.
can you show Edward?
Yeah, he's hiding behind his sister right now. I
Okay.
can't reach him.
Okay. All right. So this is something I kind of do at the end of each. I know I didn't do it last time because I was planning on doing another interview with you, but anytime you want to come up on panel, you're always welcome. You're always welcome. But 2 questions. I ask you 2 questions, you ask me 2 questions, and we say goodnight. So,
Okay.
2 questions. What's your biggest accomplishment so far in your life?
I would say graduating from college.
Very good. Very good. I can't even say I've done that. So that's definitely a major accomplishment. Number 2.
A lot of work went into that.
Oh, I bet. A lot of work, time, and dedication. So, if you could go back and change one thing in your life, what would you go back and change?
Nothing.
Nice. That's perfect answer. Well, that's like how I answer. So, I mean, people are like, you
If
mean?
I changed even one thing, it would change the trajectory of everything else in my life. And I would probably not be the person you're looking at right now. And I like who I am.
And
Even if I am a constant work in progress.
that's perfect. Okay. That's like me. I'm right there with you on that. So your turn. 2 questions.
What is your greatest success?
My greatest success is being the father of 2 children who were never sexually abused.
My second question would be, What do you see as your biggest area of potential growth?
That's a good question. What do I see as my potential area of growth? My channel, this YouTube channel, and what I set out to do and what we want to accomplish. And there's a lot of room for Get to Know channel to grow big and start making changes for the betterment of all children in the world, man. That's my answer. That's my answer. All right. One more thing, real quick. Give us some advice. Give us some advice. Best advice you can give us tonight on anything. On anything.
Well, let's see here. Best advice I can give you. Never judge a book by a cover. Always its content.
Wow. That's good. That's a good one. That's really good. Never judge a book by its cover. Always go for the content.
Yeah. You'll
That's
always
good.
be misled if you don't.
Yeah, because there's a lot of books out there that aren't getting read. They got a lot of good information in them. Just because people are like, oh, I don't. What's this? Just by looking at its cover, man. So same goes for people, guys. Don't judge a person by what you see on the outside. Get to know that person. Hence, get to know you guys.
We can also unearth some. It can unearth some gems, but it can also unearth some wolves in sheep's clothing as well.
Oh, absolutely. I have definitely. I'm learning about those wolves in sheep's clothing right now as we speak. So they can definitely
always read a book.
There's
Don't judge it by its cover.
Yep. Don't judge a book by its cover. Come on. Come on. All right. Well, I appreciate you doing this for me again at the last moment. And
thank you for having me.
Always, anytime you feel like talking, just let us know. Just let me know, and we'll hash it out together. Let's continue building this friendship and see where we can take the direction of both of our ideas of what we want to see, and let's accomplish some shit together. You know what I mean?
Sounds good.
All right, sweetheart. Thank you again for coming up here.
Thank you.
Everybody, this is Jessica Brown. Please put a heart if you got put a hearts in the chat or leave a comment when you watch the replay. Everybody, thanks, guys. Have a good night, sweetheart.
Good night.
All right. What's up, everybody? I appreciate Jessica Brown coming up here again and being a part of what I'm doing here and what we're trying to do with Get to Know. I thank everybody that was here tonight. Darlene Clark, I really love you, sister. Thank you for being here. Latoya Williams, thank you for being here. I really appreciate the support. James Chapman, always, I appreciate the support. Sally, thank you for being here. To the people that just watched from the pig pen, thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. Please tell your friends about me, man. They're going to want to know. Have a good night, everybody.